If you're just getting started in running but feel overwhelmed or confused and maybe intimidated by it, you're not alone. I've coached runners and have myself been running for over 25 years, and I can tell you that getting started is always the hardest part. What's up, friends? Alexander Tucker here, and I've been running for a very long time. When I was a kid, I thought that running was something that you just did to stay in shape. I saw my mom going out and running 3 miles around the neighborhood every evening, and that was her time, her escape from us punk kids. And at the time, I didn't understand from the outside looking in the power of that routine until years later when I found it for myself. Running has been a part of my life ever since my teenage years. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to start running, what to expect, and why you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to start. So if this is something that you're looking for or find helpful, subscribe to follow along in this channel and give this video a thumbs up. So why do we run? Why not just lift weights or ride a bike or take long walks? Here's why. Running gives you more than just fitness. It clears the mind. It creates space. It gives you the ability to reconnect with your body and yourself. It gives you the distance from the rest of the world and allowing you the permission to reconnect with yourself in meaningful ways. When I first got into this, I did lots of road races. While they gave me a good structure and a reason to keep going, what really hooked me was trail running. No music, no road traffic, no pressure from any other runners. And that's where I started to really fall in love with the process. So whether you're chasing a race or trying to lose weight or just want time to think, your reason to run is valid. You just need to make a commitment to yourself that this is what you want and this is what you're going to do. So what do you need to actually start running? In my opinion, not much really. A decent pair of running shoes, that's really the only must-have. Not the fanciest brand, not carbon plates, just something that fits your feet and feels good. Beyond that, maybe some comfortable clothes. Maybe a basic watch to track time. That's it. When I started, I picked up the most basic pair of trainers I could find, probably on sale at Foot Locker in the Trumbull Mall, something like 25 years ago. They were nothing special, but they got me out the door. These days, as an ultra runner, I go through dozens of pairs of shoes every single year. I've got trail shoes for the mountains, lightweight road shoes for speed work, cushion shoes for recovery days. But it took years to figure that all out for myself. Years of slowly understanding my needs, my stride, and how I interact with the terrain. And if I could go back, I'd tell myself this. Yes, go to your local running store and get fitted properly. Talk to somebody who knows shoes and the biomechanics of how they work. Find something that works for your foot, but don't let not having the perfect pair of shoes stop you from running. Get what you can, begin wherever you are, and upgrade somewhere else down the road. The most important gear that you need isn't on your feet, it's between your ears. It's the mindset to keep you going. Yes, you can go out and get a high-tech fitness watch, tech wear, running sunglasses, hydration vest. The list is literally endless, but you don't need any of that to start. It took me almost 15 years of consistent running before I hired a coach. And looking back, I probably could have saved myself so much frustration if I just asked for guidance earlier. But that guidance doesn't always have to mean paying for a coach. It could be as simple as asking a runner friend or finding a beginner plan online you can actually stick with. Don't let gear or lack of a plan hold you back. The truth is, most people don't start because they're waiting for the ideal conditions. But I'll tell you right now, messy starts still count. Progress begins with motion. So, how do you start? Let's be real. If you haven't run in a while, or maybe ever, don't expect to sprint off into the sunset. One of the best ways to start running is by walking. Literally, the walk-run method is how I built my base. You start with intervals, any period of time really. 30 seconds of running, 90 seconds of walking, or 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Repeat that for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, a few times a week. If you're walking more than you're running, that's not a failure. That is the plan. And it works. Progress doesn't come from going hard every single day. It comes from showing up, even when you're tired, even when you're slow, even when it doesn't feel good, and especially then. Now let's talk about goals. Let's just start by forgetting the marathon, just for a second. The real win is building a habit. 2 or 3 runs a week is perfect for beginners. That's enough to build momentum without burning out. As a coach and endurance athlete, I've seen how creating a fitness habit around running spills into just about everything else. Better energy, more focus at work, better sleep, and more confidence around the life that we live. This is not just about checking off a 30-day challenge. This is about layering in a habit that could genuinely change your life, one step at a time. So let's talk about mindset. because running isn't always fun. It's just the reality of it. Some days I still have to wrestle myself into my shoes, but regardless, I've never regretted a run. Ever. And I can probably guarantee that you won't either. And the funny thing about running is that you don't have to feel like a runner to be one. I will admit for myself that's something that I've struggled with for a long time. I'm not the kind of person who wears race tees in public. I don't even feel like I look like a runner. I mean, right now I'm just wearing a flannel in front of you talking. Even after racing all over the world, 100-milers, mountain ultras, stage races, I hesitate to call myself a runner. Or I should say I have hesitated to call myself a runner. It felt like a title that belonged to somebody else and not me. The truth of it, that's just my imposter self peeking through. Running is a mindset. If you run, whether it's for 5 minutes or for 5 hours, you're a runner. Full stop. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait to be fast or look a certain way. Claim it now because you've earned it. Maybe your win this week is running 3 minutes without stopping. That's huge. That's momentum. You don't have to wait for some big transformation to feel proud. Celebrate every single tiny milestone because that's how you build this thing. Now, let me answer a few common beginner questions. What if I'm not in shape? Just start with walking. Seriously, that's all it is. There's no shame in it. You don't have to think of it any more than that. And what about stretching? Do I need to stretch? Just walk a few minutes to warm up and then cool down with a few gentle stretches, some dynamic and some static stretching, nothing fancy. Yes, stretching and mobility is and should be a part of your overall fitness, but don't stack too many things at the same time to complicate it for yourself. What if I miss a week? That's fine. Life happens. You're not behind. You're just picking back up. Running will still be there for you. You've done the hard part, deciding to start. That alone sets you apart. Running isn't about chasing some perfect finish line. It's about finding a rhythm in your life that brings you closer to yourself. The strong, resilient, focused version of you that's always been there. So start where you are, go slow, be proud of every single step, and don't let anyone, including that voice in your head, tell you that you're not a runner. You are. So I would love to hear where you're at in your running journey. Are you just starting, picking it back up? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories, maybe cheer you on. They inspire me too, so I'd love to read them. And if this video helped you feel more confident to begin, hit the like button, tap subscribe. I got plenty more beginner-friendly tips, training advice, and real talk about what it means to build sustainable running habits. And if you're looking for coaching, I'd love to support you. Reach out and we can set up a free sample session with a link in the description below. You don't have to do it alone, but you do have to begin. Lace up your shoes, take a deep breath, and just start. You got this. Wishing you all the best. Happy trails, safe travels, take care.